mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mask, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome back to the number one father and son podcast on the planet Earth. All right? Back by popular demand. We are here. Thank you guys for joining us.
We are here in the building.
We're your host. I'm Malcolm. This is the artist formerly known as the Black Dot. Thank y'all for joining us.
Yes.
We're here. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Your presence here is much needed. How y'all doing out there?
How y'all doing?
It's been a minute.
Do I still know how to do this? You know what I mean?
Yes. It ain't been that long. Ain't been that long, guys. I know it seems like it's forever.
I'm being dramatic.
Yeah, but a good time to see you guys popping in here as fast as you are.
Mm-hmm.
That bat signal has gone out.
Yeah.
And we are back. So I'm just going to let a few more people get in this mix.
Hit the like button when you enter, please. We'd appreciate it.
Yes.
We'd appreciate it.
Definitely hit that like button as we get this thing popping.
But so what's up, man? What y'all been up to?
Yeah, man. What's been going on?
It's been busy.
Life has been lifing. I've been listening. I've been hearing some things out in the streets. I've been hearing some things out in the streets.
But somebody said this might be AI generated. That was funny.
That's funny.
What's good though? So how was your weekend?
You mean how was my month?
Well, I was. Yeah.
Life has been good, Malcolm. I had cancer. I got recovered.
Let's not put that out there.
I almost died. I returned.
Yeah.
I took a trip to Mecca. A whole bunch of shit happened. No, life is good. Appreciated some time off to just kind of breathe, relax, gather ourselves a little bit, give you some time to get acclimated and get situated. When you move, you take for granted what that requires.
Yeah, I'm still not completely
unpacked yet and stuff, and so, but a lot has been happening. But other than that, been well. You know what I'm saying? Been well. Keeping my eyes to the streets, my ears to the streets, listening to a lot that's going on. But one thing in particular, we heard you guys.
Yes, absolutely. We appreciate all of the DMs, the emails.
Yes.
Everything. We appreciate
a lot of DMs, a lot of emails, a lot of comments in the YouTube section just for overall support. We appreciate you guys. We miss you guys. We'll take it any way we could get it. Just bring it back. And so what we decided is on Mondays, this is what you get.
Yes, I'll be here. I'll take the drive down from Delaware or drive up.
Yes.
From Delaware.
Yes. Thursday is wish wash.
Thursday we might do the virtual, but that'll be for members.
Yeah, that'll be behind the wall.
Not this week though. Not this week.
Yeah, not maybe this week.
Maybe this week.
Maybe not.
But that is the compromise that we came up with. We brainstormed, we thought about it.
Right.
You know
And so we said on Mondays, we'll make the sacrifice. And the way you pay Malcolm back for that sacrifice is what you're doing now. And that Cash App.
We appreciate the super chats and the Cash App and the likes.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah, man.
And that'll be the sacrifice we make because we miss you guys as well.
Absolutely. There's been plenty of times then something happened and me and my dad was on the phone just going off about it. Like, yo, what about this? Yo, this is great. And then I'm just like, I was starting to get, antsy. Like, yo, give me a microphone and turn the cameras on.
No facts. Mm-hmm. And there's been plenty of people who, and it got belligerent at the last couple of days. Yeah. First, it was very kind. Like
yo, I appreciate
you. I miss you. I understand because Malcolm, this and that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. And then the last couple of days, like, yo, what the hell is going on, yo? Yeah. Yo, come on with this bullshit, Dot. And they say it got violent the last couple of days. I'm like, all right, we hear you. And we're back. We're in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And glad to be here with you guys now. This is not an unorthodox show, but it's so much to cover.
Oh, so much.
So let's just throw something off the backboard. First, let's do a roll call.
First off, thank you for all the super chats. Appreciate you.
Yes.
B Hall. Who else is this? Sister Clay.
Brother Rich Scott. Appreciate you.
Nikki Love. Thank you. Who else is this? Simone, thank you.
Yes.
A few other people. Thank you to everybody. We appreciate y'all. Where else is everybody at? Madison, Wisconsin. Watts, what's good?
Watts, what's good? New Haven in the building.
Austin, Texas. Delaware in the house. Shouts out.
Delaware in the house.
Renee, thank you.
Greensville, South Carolina.
Who else? Mississippi, Alabama.
The Bronx. Throw my X's up. Austin, Texas. Cincinnati, Denver, Phoenix, North Carolina, Wilmington.
From the job. Shouts out.
Yeah, Newark. Newport News, VA.
Denver.
Nashville.
What's good?
My
Brooklyn. Shaniqua, thank you
thank you
for the super chat. We appreciate you.
Yeah. So with that being said, man, let's set this off.
Was it this one?
I think it's that one.
Was it this one? Yes, it was.
You are tuned into the sounds.
You gotta make sure.
Urban X.
So what you want to get to first?
Let's get into the Drake situation. Let's just get that slide.
Please, because I'm getting some like really weird responses from people when it comes to this. Okay, so backstory. I think it was the last show we did, episode 463. Then the next day, Future and Metro's album came out.
Right.
And that had the Kendrick verse on it on the Like That song, Like That track. I thought that song was fire. I thought it was dope.
Okay.
I was actually hype that Kendrick poked his head out and said, "Let's do it." I was hype about that. So leading up to everything, the overall sentiments was it's going to be a 3-way Royal Rumble between Kendrick, Cole, Drake. Who's gonna do it? Where's it gonna happen? Personally speaking, I'm personally.
Yeah.
I did not want to see Cole in there because that's not what the build-up was for. This is not what the entire 10-year build-up. Shots been going left and right, and that's not what it's been for. And clearly, he didn't think it was for him either because he apologized. He came out with something which I thought was pretty cool. I wasn't mad at it.
It was a light jab.
Yeah, I was not mad at it. But what happens is once you start, because he started talking about Kendrick's discography, and I'm just like, nigga.
Yeah. Now, we don't believe you. You need more people.
I was like, dog, come on. I don't think you the one to talk about this.
Right.
Even though he's a capable MC, I just didn't think he was the one. So he apologized, which I thought was crazy.
Okay.
I thought that was crazy. He backs out. Now, yesterday, it was Saturday. I was actually driving here. My friend sent me the link. He goes, "Yo, is this AI?" I heard it. I said, "Nah, is that AI?" I couldn't because the sound quality wasn't right. It was the Drake response, push-ups.
Michael Harris, thank you.
So I was like, "Is this?" I don't know. And then come to find out it was. So I had to listen to it with different ears now. Like, okay, it's real because when I thought it was AI, I was getting upset that I felt like AI is gonna make this weird now. Like people
Yes.
are gonna like use weird angles, and then
Yes.
you know, because it's happening now. But I just thought it was weird. But it's not AI. I liked Drake's response.
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
I like Drake's response, and now I feel Kendrick is on the clock. And here's the thing: I'm not going for either side. I just want to hear some, I just want to see like a real back and forth. I actually give props to Drake for actually stepping out there, putting names to it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you say what you want about Drake, you can say he's not hip hop. You can say ghostwriters. You can say anything you want, but he has always welcomed the challenge.
Except when it came to Pusha T.
Except when except that time. But even prior to that, because that was a response.
A response, exactly.
So Pusha had the song on Infrared, which was the last song on the album. And if you look back on our episode when that came out, I said that line was kind of weak. I don't know why he just threw that on the song.
Right.
Drake came out with the W freestyle, which was hard, even though it was more venom towards Kanye on there. Then Pusha respond with that haymaker, and then
Which he had and laid in the cut already.
Which he bowed out, and that Drake bowed out. But again, respect to Drake. I think Kendrick is on the clock. I've asked this question on Twitter. I'm going to ask it to you guys. I'm going to ask it to you. What is everybody basing their Kendrick is going to demolish Drake takes on? Because it's been 10 years, right? But Kendrick is not necessarily battle tested. He throws a lot of shots. But in a back and forth, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard a full-on diss track from him ever.
Okay.
Right? So what is everybody basing this off of when this person here who's been in fights, this one I never seen in a fight?
Okay.
I don't know. That's just me.
Let me know when it's Black Dot's
and then Rick Ross responded, which I thought was cool.
I like Rick Ross's response because of the timing of it.
No, the timing you have to respect it.
And his flow is in the pocket. You can say what you want to say about Rick Ross. His flow is tight. He got a tight flow. Let me know when it's my turn.
Oh, somebody said Kendrick was talking about another man's shoe size. He was just calling him a little listen. I don't care how nice Kendrick is. He's 5'2".
Yes.
I don't care if I can clown you on just being little and saying we don't believe nothing you're talking about.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it. If there was a battle, one of my favorite battles ever, Goods versus Conceited. Conceited has bars, witty punchlines, but Goods just kept calling him a little nigga. He just kept saying like none of that stuff you talking.
Yeah, because I don't
look at
believe
my
you.
son. He's so live. Talking about he hold nines high when them guns is your size. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't believe it. So I think that's a great angle to go
Russell,
to.
thank you so much. Appreciate you.
I think that's a great angle. I think
UX90.
New York's 90 in the building. I think Ross's angle was good because he said, okay, you might have gave us hits, but we made your image. I respect that. The extra stuff at the end, I wish you would have rapped it.
Yes.
Just me.
Yes.
Just me. But, yeah, go ahead.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. This is what we do, as you already know.
Yes.
This is I gotta unpeel this only the way Black Dot can do it, right? So, some people, let's start with J. Cole. Some people felt like his apology was big and showed the human side of him, the adult side of him. Now, I understand certain aspects of that because this never led to violence. It always stayed on wax. But we've had instances, Biggie and Tupac, and the whole drill movement where words can lead to action in which someone can get hurt.
Yeah.
And so it was more in alignment with J. Cole's overall message. He riding around bikes and shit, and he on some peace shit. And so he was almost out of character. Not in terms of hip hop itself.
Okay.
All right. So when we start thinking about battles that we anticipate, battles that we saw, we go all the way back to Cold Crush Brothers versus Fantastic Five, the most iconic one-on-one battle, Busy and Kool Moe Dee. You got KRS-One taking out Queensbridge, No Vaseline. This thing has always been a situation where we allow our wittiness, you know what I'm saying, going back to playing the dozens. So for people who say hip hop is not This is not a contact sport. It's not a physical contact sport. It is a verbal contact sport when there is a disagreement that we can allow our wittiness, intelligence, words, and creativity to decide, these matters.
Yeah.
The greatest battle that never happened, Rakim versus Big Daddy Kane. I'm dating myself, but just showing people the anticipation of such things that never happened was probably the most highly anticipated battle that never happened. I'm leading up to this. Just bear with me. I don't think y'all got nowhere to go because we ain't got nowhere to go. We're going to be here for a minute.
We're here, yeah.
We're here, right? And so, as it begins to elevate, we had Tupac and Biggie, which for the first time became an agenda-based situation in which one whole coast was versus another coast, and we had corporations involved looking to sell magazines, newspapers, and agendas, which led to violence. This whole battle shit is tied into P. Diddy and all that other shit. It's one story being told.
I believe that, but
okay, we're gonna unpack this.
Okay,
because it's just one story being told. Now you got Sony versus Columbia Records in this situation, trying to divert you from other things that are going on, including the war. Okay, now, so with that being said, the Kendrick Lamar situation. Kendrick has always demonstrated that he has lyrical fortitude.
Absolutely.
And enough to get it done. Go back to the song Lose Control.
Yeah. No, it's just called Control.
Control,
Yeah.
where he kind of threw out a shot to everybody, and it's like a shotgun shell.
Yeah.
The blast is when whoever got hit, got hit. The people who you expected to respond didn't.
Yeah.
So that became a notch for Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I said, what's good?
Yeah.
Nobody said nothing. I'm in the building. It's like when Suge walk in the building, everybody put their head down.
Yeah.
When Suge not in the building, everybody want to be gangsters, right? Then Suge show up or Debo show up and niggas want to talk their game.
Yeah.
So his height, his stature, right, was magnified because little niggas do that.
Yeah.
I know 5'2" niggas who are ready to get it in just because, right? And because they have like a, don't test me, son. My dad was 5'2", right? And then he had to kill a few niggas. He went to jail. He came back. He was 6'3". But his whole complex was he was a little nigga, and and so he had to prove himself. So with that being said, your voice is the only thing that can make you bigger than what you really are.
Okay.
Go behind the curtain, The Wizard of Oz, right? The whole theory, making yourself seem bigger than you are.
Right.
Kendrick Lamar's bars are very complex. He gets it in. But you could tell that there was some back and forth because Drake is the anti-Kendrick Lamar, right?
Yep.
Drake is the popular, light-skinned, half white, half black, half nigger, half Jewish, half American, half Canadian.
Yeah, he's like,
This nigga is
he is Voltron.
This nigga is Voltron.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And which also leads to the fact that he's a government as a plant as well at the same time. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I like it.
As an actor. Remember, he is an actor first.
Yeah.
And so he can act as a gangster and all of these things. So when you tie all of that in, we knew that this was going to come. The neutralizer, or I felt the middle point, was J. Cole. Because he's in the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he wasn't the extreme. He don't sell the records that Drake do, and he don't have the street cred or the bars that Kendrick do.
Okay.
But he's sort of like in the middle. But
he has a song called Middle Child, if you remember.
Okay, he's Middle
Child. It was for that reason.
It's for that reason. He's half black, half white.
This is true.
Right?
Yeah.
Among other things, he identifies obviously more with his black side because in that song he even said, I don't need the white people's approval. It made me scratch my head because I'm like, ain't your mama white?
Yes.
All right, so now that the pitch is set.
Okay.
Right? We set this. J. Cole apologizes on some, kumbaya shit.
That was crazy.
Right? Okay. Some people liked it, some people didn't.
They only like it because they like J. Cole.
Right.
And,
okay.
and that's something else we got to talk about here as well.
Okay, but I'm also going to say this. Y'all still with me? All right, put a 1 if y'all still with me now, because I'm just starting to unpack this. All right, cool. Older people, elders may appreciate the apology more, because when you get older in life, you're trying to steer away from violence.
Yeah.
The hip-hop child in me didn't understand what the fuck he was talking about. That's passive aggressive.
Yeah.
If I'm going to say it, I'm going to mean it.
Yeah.
Or I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so Drake responds as he should have. And he let a shotgun blast go. That's like the new Control. He just shot at everybody. Ja Morant, Rick Ross.
Loved it.
All of them. He just kind of went off.
Yeah, he even had a shot at Diddy in the first
in the first verse that he kind of took out.
He took out, yeah.
All right? So it's on and popping now. You know what I mean? So I think we're in the first couple of rounds of what we're going to see develop, because Kendrick Lamar has to respond now.
It's been 2 days.
Okay?
He is on, and this is why, because people are just like, how is he on the clock? He's on the clock because he jumped out first.
Yes, he did.
He jumped out first. So I'm assuming that you have a couple in the tuck.
A couple in the tuck, because what you're saying is, and now it's a chess game. So now that you've seen the first couple of shots, and Rick Ross threw a monkey wrench in the program by jumping the gun.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But that's...
And then using the white boy angle. That was funny.
That was funny.
That was funny.
That was funny.
Yeah,
now,
that was funny.
Who's behind each and every one of these artists? Who's behind Drake? Jay Prince?
Oh, yes.
And Baby?
Yes.
Who's behind J. Cole? Jay-Z. Technically, he's Rock Nation.
I think he's not on Rock Nation.
I think he just recently bought his.
Yeah.
But that's who co-signed him and brought him in.
Okay.
Who's behind
Kendrick?
Kendrick? That's West Coast.
Yeah, top.
That's top. That's Snoop.
Mm-hmm.
They all gave him the chain. Drake, Dr. Dre, he's in a scope. As a matter of fact, he's in a scope.
Yeah.
As your man said, which was a dope line, right? And so we have to start looking behind the mask of this to see who's controlling these individuals. What's at stake when we talk about winning and losing?
Okay.
It's not just me versus you no more. That's what happened in the Nas and Jay-Z situation. This was corporation versus corporation. This is Def Jam and Rockefeller versus Columbia Records. And so now these labels are consolidating amongst each other, but still behind each and every one. Who's behind Rick Ross? Diddy.
Oh, oof. Yeah, literally.
Literally. Right?
Yeah.
And so, and then you throw in French Montana, who's Diddy behind him too.
Yeah.
And so what you're seeing is, and then when you go up behind that, who's behind Diddy? Clive Davis.
Literally.
Right?
Yeah.
Who's behind, the rest of the Interscope, Jimmy Iovine.
Yeah.
So the higher up you go, you see that it's one story being told through multiple channels. And these channels are all based on what you see, which is all a distraction from what's really going on.
Absolutely.
To take this off of not just Diddy, which we're going to talk about next, right? So I don't want you to get caught into, I want you to enjoy it from a sport, sort of like the NBA playoffs getting ready to kick in, right?
Yeah.
And you're watching it as entertainment. Don't overindulge in it, because at the end of the day, you have nothing to gain from none of this shit.
The arguments I'm seeing, I'm just like,
but see, remember, hip hop and rap, I'm gonna put it all in one gumbo for now, has created a situation where elders are in conversations they have no business being a part of. This is a young kid, this is a young man's sport. Let these young kids have their fun. You know what I mean? As elder, I'm looking over the top of it and just kind of giving you some insight, but this is young individuals because we was young. We had our Rakims and Big Daddy Kanes. We had our KRS Ones and MC Shans. We had LL versus you name it. You know what I mean? And as a teenager, we enjoyed the competitive aspect of it. So, but at some point, the Tupac and Biggie situation, shit got real because there were agendas connected to it. And then with the whole drill movement, now niggas is actually saying, I'm gonna kill you and then go kill you. As opposed to the bars just being, I'm gonna kill you with these bars. And so this can get out of hand camp-wise, because Suge got involved and bigged up Kendrick. That's gangster. This is gangster sport. And this and that, and feeding into the fire. You know Jay Prince has a vested interest, along with Baby. What role will Lil Wayne play in this whole scenario? Again, Rick Ross, who's a boss now, and the police. So when I look at all of these characters, all of these guys have character flaws that you can't possibly imagine. Rick Ross is the goddamn police. French Montana, I don't know where he came from. He's a South African. Yes?
No, where is he from? He's not from South Africa.
DJ Khaled is pissed right now. He ain't got nobody to put on no albums now because everybody beefing. And is he Iranian? What the fuck is he
Palestinian.
He's Palestinian. You know what I mean? You got, again, J. Cole, who's just, he's a hybrid. You got Drake, who's a plant, obviously. You know what I mean? You got Kendrick Lamar, who, you know, he's West Coast, but when all the smoke clears, we don't know, you know, where he stands in all of this. He ain't spoken yet. You know what I'm saying? So from a creative standpoint, I want to hear what Kendrick Lamar has to say.
Seriously. But again, like, it's just, and this is what I was saying, like, what's everybody basing those takes off of is because, like, they going, first off, nobody is just sitting back and just enjoying what we're watching.
Right.
Enjoy what we watch. Enjoy what you're about to see. Right. You've seen this, like, literally, it's like WWE, the WrestleMania just happened. You've seen this story literally build up for 10 years to this point. Where the subtle shots, the subliminals,
because
no subliminals, it's here, this is what I'm talking about.
And you saw this happen with Jay-Z and Nas. The subtle build-up, this, that, it was written, this, that. You know, they was throwing little shots. And until Jay-Z, you know, came out
and just said,
this is who I'm talking about, and what's good.
I don't know. For me, I always respect stuff like that because, like, in boxing, you can kind of pick and choose who you want to fight. You know what I'm saying? So in rap, it got to that point. Once you get to a certain level, I don't have to answer to that. Even though I said Pusha Smoke Drake. And that's an L for him. He has an L on his record. You have to respect anybody who jumps out. You know
Absolutely.
Just me.
Absolutely. And again, when Nas responded, I'm not sure Jay-Z was ready for that response because he came back with Super Ugly, which was not the answer, was not the haymaker you thought it was going to be. Crush the Candy Cane was a song written by Rakim, rumor has it. Kane had Break the Wrath in Half. These songs never came out. You know what I mean? But they were supposed to be at each other. You know what I mean? And so that never materialized for whatever reason. We did get the Nas and Jay-Z joint, you know what I'm saying, who wind up settling their differences, this, that, and that. You know, so you have these battles that have taken place over the course of time and they didn't lead to violence, but this was before the drill era and before corporations had so much vested into their artists. My artist can't take an L. LeBron can't get dunked on in a pickup game by some unknown nigga without us going up into the stands and needing to confiscate that.
And that was a high school kid.
That was a high school kid.
He took his moment.
This can't happen.
I respected that.
You understand my point? Because image and corporations rule everything around me. And so this is bigger than what we think it is.
And here's the thing. These two, like the content of what they talk about, they're not violent people,
right?
So you don't feel like because somebody just mentioned MC8 versus DJ Quick. They were that was real, right? Like that was Blood and Crips from Compton.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
which is already a built-in.
Yeah,
festered,
like that's
yes.
like
it's a little bit different.
You know what I'm saying? That's different. But this, I just thought that even like that's why I thought like it was wild when Cole apologized again, which I appreciate. Step out the way because I'm trying to see these two.
Yeah, because a three-way battle is gonna kind of be weird.
And
anyway.
then all the rappers clearly don't like Drake anyway.
Yeah, right.
Which again, that said something. That said something about your character.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Because it seems like every one of these stories is him and somebody else's woman.
yes.
That says something about your character, bro.
Of
like you are
course.
very undisciplined. If you are damn near a billionaire and you just have to go after everybody's girl, that's weird.
It shows low self-esteem.
Yeah, like that's like
Remember we talked about there's a new theme of billionaires with low self-esteem. Some of the stuff that Jay-Z has done, the petty stuff, you're a billionaire.
Yeah.
And you have low self-esteem.
what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, because I've always said the money only heightens who you already are. So if you a sucker, now you're just a billionaire who's a sucker.
Yeah, yeah.
And you going around, it started with Lil Wayne's girl
That
while
happened.
he was in goddamn prison.
That was crazy.
Like, that's the ultimate disrespect. I put you on, and while I'm sitting, you go and knock down one of my shorties?
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's crazy. So that's a testament to your character.
Yeah, yeah.
And you start believing your damn news clippings.
Yeah.
You start forgetting you a character in a movie, nigga. You start thinking this is really you.
Yeah.
You start believing Wag the Dog like you really wrote this. Nigga, this is a script we wrote.
Yeah.
You believe in this shit.
Yeah.
And so that's what started happening with Drake. And the more and more he started putting out those manufactured hits. See, there's a different place for it.
True.
As somebody who just enjoys music, I don't care who wrote the song. I never question who wrote Thriller or Remember the Time. If it's a dope song, hip hop is a little bit different because we predicated everything based on lyricism.
Yeah, and you living
And you live in your
raps,
raps.
yeah.
But 95% of them don't live their raps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the question I pose to ask, and I've been thinking about this for a while, is save the 80s. You know, let's save what benefits have we collectively benefited from hip hop or rap music in the last 30 years? You know what I mean? And I said save the 80s because, you know, you had the X-Clan, Public Enemy, Brand Nubians, KRS One, who at least were giving you a sense of identity.
Yeah.
Now, what you have to understand is anything that can be used for positive, you create a parallel universe of negativity. So while we were elevating ourselves through cultural expression, it left a void to de-elevate ourselves through lack of cultural expression. And that's what gave birth to P. Diddy, which we'll talk about next.
All right.
All right? You want to take a break or?
You want to take a break or you want to go through it?
No, let's keep going through
Let's go through it. Let's go through it. So, as you know, during our hiatus, Diddy's houses got raided,
Yeah.
and it was weird, like how much news was happening. Like it was just like that's happening too. That we've been covering that since the beginning. So, so Diddy's houses got raided. I'm not sure they can't. I don't think they charged him yet with anything official yet.
No, but it's coming.
I think that's coming.
Yeah.
We're not sure what evidence came out against, like what evidence was recovered from there. But yeah, it's crazy because we talked about like it's all one story being told, and I
Yes.
think like just this Diddy thing is just like one part of it that in the whole collective. We went viral on TikTok, right? Because we put up a clip a while back, months ago, right? And we said that Diddy is going to be the fall guy for all of this.
Yes.
And people thought we were saying he didn't actually do it and he's being set up or he's being railroaded. No, he's going to be the fall guy because there's no way he was allowed to act with impunity with nobody
you.
behind him
Right.
and nobody really knowing what the real was. There's
Right.
videos about everybody coming out saying, yo, Diddy's parties. So we know you was there. We know
Right.
you was
Yes. Yes.
We know you was there. Who else? It was somebody else that just recently came out. They got LeBron talking about Diddy's parties.
Yes.
They got every video that comes out about Diddy now, like that people are pulling up, they just look way more eerie and creepy. Like him asking Justin Bieber why he don't come over no more. Like, yo, what's up? Like, why you don't? You acting brand new now.
Did you see him pat Justin Bieber down?
Yeah, it was weird.
You see anything that got a Y on him?
Yeah.
Very interesting. But go ahead.
Who else was I talking about? Oh, when he thanked Cassie at the award, that was creepy.
Creepy. Yes.
Oh, that was wild.
Yes, because now you understand the language in which he was speaking.
And which I also think is interesting too is that when you pull the Cassie award show thing up, right? When he thanked her, you got to know that he knew something was coming down the pipe. So you got to think this is like months in advance. So
yes.
Him even suing Diageo for being racist, right? The liquor brand, knowing he did not own that, knowing he didn't have a real leg to stand on when it came to that, that was, I think, panic from him.
Yes.
I think he was like, I just need cash. I need something to sit on.
I need cash flow because I have to fight these battles that are coming down the pipe.
Yes. Right? What else? It'll come to me, but go ahead.
Okay, so remember, in the 80s, when we spoke about hip-hop, I think Panic did a whole, RIP piece on it where he said the thing was the CIA from the very beginning. I don't necessarily agree 100% with that, but I do understand it is the government's business to monitor via J. Edgar Hoover's monitor the emergence and movement of a people that you are suppressing in this country. And so back to Marcus Garvey on up, we know that there has been surveillance through every movement we have had. Now, the reason I say that is because I'm not sure hip-hop may have been the anomaly in which at first it just looked like a fad of music, but once those platforms were opened because, and this ties back into the world of television, when they realized how powerful TV would be through the Tavis Scott institution, understanding mind control, all the way back to the Beatles, the whole teen sensation thing, all of this stuff is connected because music has become a vessel for agenda. Just think about music.
Yeah.
What other purpose does music have but to echo a sentiment of something you feel internally? So in the 80s and the 70s, all our music was love-based. Even the blues and all of this still was based on love. And then a rebellious music showed up coming out of a rebellious time of the civil rights movement, right? And then you started seeing it manifest with Native Tongues, Brand Nubians, X-Clan, Poor Righteous Teachers, Public Enemy, KRS-One, Queen Latifah. There were even places for Cool G Rap, to give you a street narrative. And so this became a dangerous situation. So they had to quell this somehow. And the way you do that is you put gatekeepers in place. These gatekeepers became P. Diddy, Sean Carter, Dr. Dre. Now, they had the old gatekeepers, Quincy Jones, Clarence Avant. But those gatekeepers were sitting over R&B and disco. There's a new potential. There's a new energy. And this hip-hop, bebop thing needs people closer to the street who understand the nuances of this. Stay with me because what I'm doing is I'm trying to show you how Diddy got assigned the position of, the diddler. You know what I mean? And so through that, him, Russell Simmons, another gatekeeper, these were the ones, but sitting above them is always the real estate agents. Always, because they have to be as close to the situation as possible because you cannot mimic a people unless you are engrossed with the people.
I'm always fascinated at their ability to make up rules when it fits them.
Yes.
Meaning, so hip hop as itself was raw. It was just what you guys did. It was just what it was. And then record labels. Then record contracts. Then rap. Like we just made this up to fit. We just made up the game.
And that's why I say we are raw material. And they have created the manufacturing centers to process that raw material and package it into something that is valuable for them. They can't enter into those creative spaces because they would already be there. You ever seen a Jewish MC? Like with bars. You seen a Jewish nigga like come down, smack the boards, niggas cross over on the cat? No, because they don't have the mechanism to even process that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But what they can do is sit around and reap the financial, because their God is money. They can create the atmosphere to cook the stew up so that they can reap the benefits, and they will wait 50 years to get your catalog. You're not leaving Earth with that catalog.
Which is crazy.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
We're going to get that catalog because the catalog is more than just a monetary thing. It is a goddamn Ark of the Covenant. It is a creation, a creative, some shit you created out of nothing. I own a piece of magic.
Yeah.
This Al Green shit, nigga, he created this shit out of thin fucking air.
Yeah.
And I can put it out there and have that shit make me money, feed my kids, go on vacation, right? And then I can pull it back.
Yeah.
I own this piece of the covenant.
Yeah.
So when we do things, like I told you, it's nothing but a doodle drop for us. I drop creative shit balls every day and never look behind me. You ever see an elephant shit and look behind him? No, he just keeps shitting and keep walking. But there's a pooper scooper behind him, because that, dung.
I like this.
Right?
I like
This
where
dung,
you're going with this. I like where you're
right?
going with this.
is creation for somebody else.
Yeah.
So they stick to you like glue wherever you go, right? So Leo Cohen shows up as the road manager for Run DMC. Now this is how he got the job to be the road manager. Their normal road manager, for some reason, didn't show up that day. They never saw him again.
Oh.
And so something happened,
Yeah.
and Leo said, "Hey, I'll be the road manager."
Yeah.
And he stepped in,
Yeah.
and he became the road manager. But now he's in. Remember, this white boy ain't got no power.
Yeah.
Before you know it, he's negotiating Adidas deals, right? And next thing you know, he owned half the damn company. Then he owned the company. How, Sway? Right?
Yeah.
And so now, puts this all back in place. They give Diddy some position through Clive Davis, right? Because him and Andre Harrell had a falling out. For whatever reason, they were lovers. Allegedly. Kim Porter saw some things
Allegedly.
that she wasn't supposed to see between them. You know what I mean? And Diddy started getting beside himself. You know what I mean? And so he went and closed his own deal by consorting with Clive Davis, who is an openly gay man now.
Yes.
He has come out and he said there's somebody in his book, he won't name that person, who he is deeply in love with.
Okay.
You can do with that as you may. So when you bring somebody into the gatekeeper side, you don't just bring them in. So he had to make his own sacrifices. He had to, do some things that I spoke to you guys 25 years ago about, and y'all thought I was from the fucking moon when I was trying to give y'all in great detail what these gatekeepers' job is and how they assure that their power is kept for them. So Diddy started thinking he was the man and could abuse so many individuals along the way, and he got beside himself with power. Jay-Z, on the other hand, now Jay-Z might have came in a little more organically with Dame Dash and put their money together. Nobody wanted to sign Jay, but they put their situation. And what Leo Cohen noticed is because sometimes they could just bring you in. And sometimes you can qualify yourself by showing that you're willing to cut other niggas out. Jay-Z demonstrated from day one.
He said, them.
I don't need these niggas.
Yeah.
I don't, and I'm willing to walk away. And so Leo Cohen found his Goyim, the one he could impart and trust to get things done. And Jay-Z became that individual. Say it what you want, because the list of people who Jay-Z have crossed is equally as long. Jay-Z may be a little bit more calculated in how he does business, but at the end of the day, same shit.
Yeah.
Right now we're hearing words, shit, he might have went all the way back and took out Big L.
Allegedly.
Okay? He was the last person to be seen with Big L, according to Jaguar Wright.
Oh, God.
And Jaguar Wright, who used to date Big L, said that nigga's trying to kill me. Anyway, just some things to think about. I'm trying to paint a picture to show you how deep this thing goes. Remember, the guy contacted me 20 years ago and told me about the secret meeting before that shit became public. He was from England or somewhere. And I guess he must have saw one of my tapes or me and Griff's tapes or something. And he was telling me all of this shit. And I said, bro, if you don't give me names, I can't do nothing with that.
Yeah.
Because I can't sit in front of my community and go, the powers that be,
The man.
the man. We don't do that. And he acted like he was ready to tell me. He said it was two individuals in particular that now I'm thinking may have been Sean and Sean. I'm not sure, right? That the prison system, all of the things that were laid out became an issue. So now hip hop, you can say what you want. Coming out of the 80s into the 90s, quick switch. Now this shit is gangster music. Now this shit is party and bullshit. Now this shit is live your best life. And we haven't fully recovered. And Diddy amassed and Jay-Z amassed a lot of wealth along the way. And now this thing is coming down.
Yeah.
But Diddy is going to be one, he's not the bottom block, but he's a block that separates the top from the bottom.
What Diddy's situation is so interesting because remember when Dave Chappelle did the SNL stand-up when he said Trump was the one, he said, we're doing everything that you think we're doing back there. We're doing it.
Yes.
This is what Diddy represents to me for years. I've heard you, Phil, but everybody say this stuff. And me, I love you guys. I do. But I'm thinking, they're crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. But it's just like, in the last 5 years, the things that we've learned.
Yes.
And I said this in our morning meetup yesterday. It's when you say it's a beautiful time, like we have so much information now, so much confirmation now, and it's just like, do we want it?
Do
we want it? Because it's there. It's staring us in the face.
It's there now for you. How much are you willing to? Be careful what you ask for, because the truth is stranger than fiction.
It's there now,
and it forces you to have to deal with some things you're not ready to deal with.
Yeah.
And those who are caught into the illusion and idol worship, and then there are those who are saying, well, what about Nickelodeon and Disney? It's all coming down. It's all coming down. It's all coming down to the point where you can't even pull. I don't even want to hear another subliminal record for the rest of my goddamn life. We are past the age of subs.
Yeah.
You have to speak directly to me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because we are in the uncovering now. So, as much dirt as Diddy has got, he's got leverage. Okay?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of leverage if he's smart.
And
they said 250 cameras.
But
that means if you went to take a piss, this nigga had a picture of your binky. Goddamn.
But interesting. It's just like it's all the same tactics, right? That's what the Playboy House.
Yes.
What's him? Hugh Hefner was doing,
Yes.
and then
Epstein,
J. Edgar
Hoover.
It's all the same tactics.
Yes. But it's the tactic that is used to control people. Politicians, actors, rappers, you know what I mean? And the list of rappers that Diddy is been diddling will hurt your feelings. I'm talking, first of all, the list of rappers who have been doing the diddly, how about that?
Yeah.
Will hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, your man too.
Yeah.
Him too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? The ones you think, oh, nah. Especially the ones that look extra. Them niggas. Right? And so you want to know why you can't get in the industry as a great artist, because they run you through a series of tests. They run you through a series of challenges to see where you tap out at. You know, you sign these NDAs, we bring you in. Then there's parties that your entourage can't even go to. Oh, nah, y'all can't go to this party.
Yeah.
This is an exclusive party. You know what I mean? And so there's levels to this, but Diddy was getting all of this footage of Beyonce, Jay-Z.
Allegedly.
The list goes on and on. And the names on that list that he has that have been to his parties, right, will blow your mind. You know what I mean? Oh, remember that? If you saw recently, what was that about?
I don't know what
he had. He had his child sitting on his lap and was reading a list of names.
Yeah, that was.
And it was odd. It was odd, but it was saying, "Shut the fuck up."
Yo, so you remember when this is during the height of the lockdown and stuff like that. Phil Valentine, he did that lecture when he was talking about how like all of the celebrities were locked down, but they were all communicating with each other. They had to run for us.
Yeah, they had the shirts on. Yes,
that's the vibe that got me. Like, listen, this is about something else, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm talking about,
and y'all know who I'm talking to.
You know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Remember, a lot of them are dealing in the secret societies, and they're brought in as Masons, and they speak a certain language that don't require words to be spoken. But he had his child on his lap reading a random list of names.
I don't know what the context behind that list was, but
okay, but it's never what you think it is.
Yes, absolutely.
That we know. It's never what you think it is. So Diddy is the middle piece between everybody on the bottom who's below him. And everybody who's on top of him.
Yeah.
And if you pull, it's like Jenga. You pull that certain piece, and all of this stuff begins to come down. And so, is it going to be easier to try to feed Diddy out there, you know what I mean, and let him take the fall? But the industry, as you know, will never be the same.
It
will never be the same.
I was talking to my mother about this, and she was distraught. She was just like, "Yo, his legacy is cooked. Like, his legacy is cooked." But then again, like you said, the industry itself, because like, yo, y'all all were there,
and y'all all in on it.
Y'all all in on it. Like,
and watch this. You saw this happen to Kanye. Even though Kanye was taking direct shots at the upstairs management and saying this is what's going on, nobody backed him. All of his so-called friends, not one person did the OJ. What's OJ man name? Who rolled him with the Bronco?
I forget his name.
You know my nigga. And he ain't have a nigga in the Bronco with him.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that in a minute too, right?
Yeah.
And so what Diddy is seeing now is ain't nobody in the Bronco with you, bro.
Yeah.
This is your ride.
It's not. I think it's a little bit even more disturbing that his son's implicated too.
Well, again, this gets deep because, like father, like son.
Yeah,
and so you around that as a kid so much that the fruits of those labor, you don't even think you're doing anything wrong. This is what I'm trying to tell you. When there's always parties in your house and naked women laying around who are willing to sleep with my son just to get closer to me, or he cute, this and that, and you start, and then your pops is putting shit in people's drinks on a regular basis, you start thinking, look, Trey Songz just settled a lawsuit from being on a boat with Diddy.
Right.
Oh, this is a boat with Diddy.
Right.
And so you start thinking that that's the way it is. And it's sad. So when we speak about Bill Cosby and all of that, remember that was what they did in the 70s. The groupie love has always been a part of the game, but taking it to that level now where you're drugging people and forcing men. There were men who were being raped. Let's just use that term.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just wanting to be down, but who were literally being raped These are crimes against humanity, and there's going to be suffering. So do not get caught into the Diddy looking left, look right.
Oh yes.
What's up with Clive? What's up with Leo Cohen?
Yeah.
What's up with the Morris brothers? What's up with Jimmy Iovine? What's up with all of these individuals who always seem to escape anything dangerous?
And I will. This also got me thinking as well, in how money is really being made.
Yes.
Right, because I don't like, the older I get, the more we start to look into these things, the more you even hear people slip up about stuff. You realize it's not music that's creating these
Hell
billions.
no.
It's got to be something more tangible that this using music.
They're trafficking money, people, drugs.
Yeah.
On a high level.
Yeah, and
because cash still rules.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They put money in offshore accounts. You know what I mean? They're doing things to circumvent a complete system. Now remember, they said under the Playboy Mansion had tunnels that went to celebrities' houses. How else are that many kids being moved?
Allegedly.
You know what I'm saying? Up and down without it being totally noticed.
Yeah.
There has to be something going on below you, above you in these private jets, moving massive amounts of people around. I keep telling y'all, there's a certain portion of people who you're looking at children as beautiful creations that move the future forward. That's great. I told you there are people who see children as just food. You just a snack. If a monster come down here, he don't have no compassion. Oh, I know you got a life. You're a snack.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It just is what it is. It's the echo, the circle of life.
For them.
For them.
Yeah.
Even a damn a bug sees another bug.
Yeah.
He ain't going, nah, son, that ain't right. Nigga, you a snack.
Yeah.
I saw these hyenas jump on this lion just the other day. And he was outnumbered and they was like, you are a snack.
Yeah.
Nothing personal. You know what I mean? And so you have to look at it beyond what your comprehension is. What is blood?
Yeah.
Blood is the source of life. How do I get the most potent blood? I gotta get it from a child whose blood hasn't been tainted by thought. Remember, thought taints the blood. You thinking negative thoughts all the time, eating fucking Big Macs and shit. Now the blood is not as potent. But an innocence of a child, the closest thing to God is a child. So how do I violate God? Or I get the most primal source of energy. And then if I scare the child and get the blood to boil right before I ingest, that's a whole different meal. And most of y'all can't comprehend that because you are not of those individuals. You are a spiritual cosmic being who understand your place. But there are demons here in human flesh who that's how they get down.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to tell you.
Yeah.
I've been telling you this for years. You know what I mean? And so this is how they get down. And it's not just the so-called elite. It's firemen, it's doctors, it's lawyers, it's teachers.
Yeah, it's underworlds and everything, bro.
It's underworlds of people in that dark web who share and who give me a piece of that. I want to, but they come out amongst you and act normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where we are with that. And so Diddy's role in this, he got beside himself.
Yeah.
He was drunken with illusionary power.
Absolutely.
And he crossed and he made it crystal clear. I'm willing to sell my mother out for this power. Gene Deal told you that. He said, I don't care if Suge, Big, Tupac all gotta die. Once you get a taste of that power, you are not trying to let that power go, right? And as we know, there are two basic people on this planet. Those who have service to self and service to others. And service to others is those who care about other people, willing to help other people, willing to share. And service to self is just that. I am here and I will kill my own moms. You know what I'm saying? This nigga done smacked his moms a couple of times, allegedly. You know what I mean? And once you start killing people or allegedly, it's a domino effect because now I gotta clean that up.
Yo, you guys watch Power.
I gotta clean that up.
Every season is just them cleaning up the previous season.
Yes, yes.
That's literally it.
You follow? And so it becomes, and then when you have handlers in place, Corey Gamble, the one who's dating the Kardashian mother.
Oh, right, yeah.
All of a sudden, he's on the scene.
Yeah.
Fahim Muhammad, who was the first one in. Now, Corey Gamble was one of the first people in the room when Kim Porter died. He showed up with the coroners.
Wow.
Okay, so that's power.
Yeah.
Where the fuck he come from?
Yeah.
So y'all gonna start seeing these people.
And it'd be the same people.
It's
like
the same
in
people.
mad different like instances.
Scenarios.
Yeah.
The same goddamn people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you're starting to see this picture being painted of these gatekeepers who were put in place because, bro, we gonna talk.
James Fields, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for hitting the like button. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Sick, but real. Absolutely.
Yes, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Let's take a quick commercial break. We're going to be here.
We're going to be here. We'll
for
be
a while.
right back.
We'll be right back with you.
What are they saying? 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 What are they saying?
Can't tell you how much the Urban X family means to me and my family. Been starting this journey with them going on maybe 7 years or so, 8 years when they first started. I just appreciate everything they've done, the membership and just the family orientation around this whole platform. It's just been amazing, not only to me, but everybody that's viewing. The membership is unlike no other. For what you get for $5 or even $10 a month, it's unbelievable. The information, the links, the connection to Black businesses.
I've been a listener since, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years now. Found out about y'all through Brother Rich's platform, Black Magic 363. And I've been rocking ever since. Love the camaraderie on the show, love the communication on the show. But as soon as there was a membership opportunity, I definitely wanted to be a part of that because there is a uniqueness to this podcast, to this community that, like I said, has been built. And it's definitely a lot of love, but it's an emphasis on knowledge shared. It's an emphasis on common sense. It's an emphasis on not taking it too seriously, learning how to laugh.
Peace. Wanted to take time to make a recommendation for becoming a member of Urban X, the Urban X Nation, or I like to say family. And when you become a member, there are many things you can gain within this community, not just the YouTube videos during the week, but there are different classes that are in here. There's a ton of information. You'll be overwhelmed with the information and the knowledge that you'll gain if you just sit back, take some time, and peruse through the information. Also, buy it from them because they have some of the best quality products that are out there, and their customer service is top notch. So do yourself a favor, become a member of Urban X, and we'll see you soon.
What are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying?
And we are back.
Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. For the people who are confused, they came in the middle of a segment. They like, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? So we have worked out a schedule to where I'll be here on Mondays.
Yes.
Driving up from Delaware.
Yes.
Thursdays will be like a virtual show. It'll be up. Thursdays will be up in the air, but that'll most likely be for the members.
That's definitely gonna be for the members.
Definitely be for the members.
Definitely, we got to do something for our members. Domain Collins, thank you. Sean Knight, Chanel.
All the Cash Apps, thank you guys.
Gerald Collins, thank you
so much.
For the Cash App.
For the Cash App, thank you guys for the Super Chats. We appreciate
For the Super Chats.
Thank y'all for hitting the like button too.
Thank you for hitting that like button.
If you just saw that commercial, you see what they're saying about the membership.
Yeah, that membership is...
You see what they're saying about it.
You see what they're saying about the membership. You get in on that membership because we're going to really invest time and energy. Listen, we got Ani Asoro.
Yes, he broke down the Diddy situation.
He broke down the Diddy house raid situation like you ain't never seen before.
In the membership.
That's in the membership right now.
You heard.
Go in there and pop off on that for the members.
That is in the membership.
You know what I'm saying? Go in there and pop off because that's in there. Again, we have a Mother's Day sale.
Yes, Mother's Day is next month.
Mother's Day is next month.
All right, don't wait till the last minute like I always do.
Go to shopurbanx.com.
Yes.
We got new prices, new everything up there for you. Get that Mother's Day stuff going now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Get that thing popping.
Oh man. Oh yeah. A bunch of people's cards they had to get replaced. I'll get back to all you people.
Okay, yeah.
For the members.
Trust me, if you was a $5 member, we're gonna keep you there. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But new people come on in. You see all of them tabs you can go into. There's a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff in the membership.
I put my membership up against anybody's membership.
Absolutely.
And they got tiers, $39, $49, $59, and then ain't nothing but more bullshit in there. No disrespect. We got one price, one tier, one membership, and that's just to help us keep the lights on. Mm-hmm. And now this man's traveling up 2 goddamn states to hang out and be here in the flesh because we don't want to tamper with our brand. This is our brand.
Yeah.
Me and him sitting here going toe to toe, giving it to you the way we do it. We'll do that other stuff in the membership. And if you ain't been in the morning meetup, I don't know what you waiting for.
We've been doing it.
Please.
We've been doing
that. Yep.
Right. So let's get to some more stuff.
Yep.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
First off, real quick, shouts out to Angel Reese. She got drafted number 7.
Oh, she did?
Yes. To Chicago.
All right, where's the clap here?
That one, yep.
Where she go?
She went to Chicago.
Okay. All right.
Forget the name. But her and the other girl from South Carolina went to Chicago.
Really?
Yeah, the one, yeah.
The big girl?
The big girl, yeah, they both did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know the Johnson, what's her name, Flavor Johnson or Raven Johnson from South Carolina, the one who was guarding Caitlyn, they said that's Gary Payton's daughter.
No, really?
That's what they said.
Oh, she locked her up.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize, but that was who Caitlyn
was blowing off.
Like let her shoot it.
Yeah,
she ain't about to do shit with it.
Yeah.
But yo, shouts out to the women, man. They really in 3 years turned.
Yes.
And it didn't just start because WNBA, they started changing their brand as well to where
they had to.
Yeah, I really respect what they doing.
You couldn't have all them bulldaggers running around. You know what I mean? So they had to allow you to be yourself, and they added feminism. No disrespect, I'm just joking, but they added a little bit more feminism to the game.
Camila Cardoso, yeah. Chicago's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, they're gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Right. So they added feminism into the game, and their marketing plan was great. They had me hooked the last 2 or 3 years, especially the women's college.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I cared about that way more than
I didn't even watch the men's championship.
Yeah.
right? And so they're doing a better job. And then the WNBA will benefit. Stop comparing the WNBA to the NBA that's been around 100 years. The WNBA will get there where their salaries will increase, the attendance will increase, the viewership will increase.
Yeah.
But it's going to take people like Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark to come in and change the game. And that starts on the college level.
Yeah.
Remember, the NBA was on its way out.
Yeah.
Until in the college, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird in college started that, and that was able to bleed over, and the rest, as we know,
is history.
Is history. And so, it requires some time.
Dope. I think Caitlin went number 1 to
whoever
Indiana.
Whoever was number 1, that's where she went. Yeah,
it's not crazy. So they lost the national championship, and they was on SNL. They getting all these.
Yeah. That's the Great White Hope phenomenon, where our girl Dawn Staley, 189 and 3 or something.
She's nuts.
And and they go undefeated in this season, beating Caitlin. And it's like you know what I mean. So it's all good. It's all good. We see you. We see you.
All right, so let's get to some more stuff.
Yeah, man.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So first off, rest in peace, Mr. C.
Yes.
DJ Mr. C.
Yes.
The finisher,
Mr. C. Instrumental in Big Daddy Kane's career. Instrumental in Biggie's career. Instrumental in being a phenomenal DJ who kept not old school but true school music alive on Hot 97 for years with his mix. And I have to say this, he got in front of his truth.
Yeah, when it wasn't cool to do so, he just said like, "Yo, this is it, man."
He got in front of his truth and said, "This is who I am," and he didn't lose not one friend. He didn't lose not one endorsement, and so I applaud his existence here and his contributions. Later on, recently, he was on 94 on the Block with Miss Jones and him in the morning. He had his own show, and so I don't know what happened to him. But rumor has it,
allegedly,
he had some stuff on your boy Diddler.
Oh, what? No, I'm actually sure.
He was very upset what happened to Big.
I'm pretty sure.
And somebody said, according to your man Tough City, who be on YouTube, I think it's Tough City or whatever. According to him, he said that rumor has it that Mr. C was cooperating with the feds.
Oh boy.
And so down he goes.
Okay.
So
I think this was first, and then the second news of that day, the second person, that was OJ who passed.
Yes.
That was crazy.
Yeah, well, he's 76 years old.
Yeah.
And Ani Asoro, shout him out. He has the knack and ability to give you numbers and show you where these things line up. I just said, at 76 with cancer, all right, he's lived a full life.
Yeah.
You think he did it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I think it was his son.
Yeah, I don't think OJ physically did it.
Okay.
I think he know who did.
I absolutely does.
How about that?
Yeah, and what he also did was he made sure his lawyer said that the family of Ron Goldman gets nothing.
Absolutely
nothing. So he did it. He did a lot of financial maneuvering.
He did some financial maneuvering. He signed. You had to sign an NDA, even as a family member, to go in and see him during those last days. But as I go back to those times and what that case meant, and how it shook America, how it split America down the middle, how OJ. See, black people, we love you even when you don't love us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so OJ never associated or really considered himself black at all. He's OJ. That's why Jay-Z put the song, I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay. Yeah. And so to see us rally around him, not for him per se, but he represented a piece of us. I am because we are is an innate thing within us, and I rooted for him the whole time.
Yeah, Marcus said you lost your mind when that verdict came.
I lost my
Marcus said you lost your
mind when that verdict came down. I jumped at the top of the window, rolled the top of the window down, and screamed out, "Free the juice."
Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean? Free the juice, because it represented every time we weren't free. We just had the Rodney King ass whipping. You know what I mean? We just saw him get his ass whipped. And y'all acquitted these individuals?
Yeah.
Rodney King represented 400 years of white people just getting away with shit. We just was asking for a token victory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my man Johnny Cochran masterfully went in and executed and poked so many holes. Now, again, some of the evidence just wasn't adding up anyway.
That too. Yeah.
So whether y'all thought he did it and wanted to secure he did it, whatever y'all did, y'all made so many mistakes. Listening to Judge Brown, you heard Judge Brown?
Yeah.
Now he gave us a whole because remember, the public is only gonna get so many bits and pieces of the details. Behind the scenes, when they said Colombian neckties, that's something different. Then I went back to Dick Gregory, who, Dick Gregory is on something totally else.
Yeah.
And he was talking about something totally different on how these motherfuckers came down on helicopters, whispering helicopters, because there was no tracks, no blood tracks. You know what I mean? Only ones could hear the whispers of the dogs. You know what I mean? And they came down, Colombian neckties, and got back on them helicopters and peeled out of there.
And then left the glove.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, when you think about everything in its totality, they poured blood. They literally poured his blood on a sock. But they didn't realize that the tube had a chemical in it that could only come from a lab. The mistakes they were making was just outrageous. Now, another thing, and for those who think, he did that shit, as violent as those crimes were, you couldn't wipe all that blood off you in 20 minutes if you tried. Do you know what blood is, bro?
Yeah.
That shit be in your eyelashes, like it's like, and to be in 20 minutes later, you in a limousine? Come on, something ain't adding up. So I personally think, and I can't prove it, that might have been his son. And he raced to the scene to maybe stop his son from doing something. And when he got there, it was too late. And so his man, Al Davis, not Al Davis, the one who was in the...
I forget the name, like it's right there.
You
like
know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's my man, son. If I can't call you, look, the world is watching. The news is outside. I got 10 racks. I got a mask. I got my passport, nigga. All I need to ride out of here, my nigga. You gotta be able to be like, yo, you know what I mean? Because I even remember
Crawlings.
Huh?
Is that his name? Crawlings? Al Crawlings? Collins?
Yeah, Collins.
Collins.
I remember on a lesser term when Diddy was on with Diddy, when Griff was on CNN.
Oh yes, yeah.
You know, they trying to connect him to the Dallas shooter.
To Mika X. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
And Griff couldn't even go to his house because the feds. And I just got on the phone with him. I said, I know they listening, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You can come up here. Come up and hide out with me.
Yeah.
He said, Dad, I appreciate it, but I'm good. But I was just letting him know, I'll be crawling, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you ain't gonna do this to my man right now. And so, rest in peace.
What do you think about all of the way the media was reporting on him?
I didn't like what Stephen A. Smith had to say. Oh, is he just...
Yeah.
You know, Stephen just... He get out in front of his corporate sponsors and let them know he's not a threat. I'll let you know I'm not a threat.
My Hill.
Yeah, they're going to always get out there. Yeah.
God, man.
They're going to let you know this man was acquitted. Right? Bro. Say what you want to say. Yeah, he lost a civil case, but that's just a way for them to tax him on something. And then he went to jail for stealing his own shit.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You know what I mean? And so the white media is covering him a certain way. And black people was like, R.I.P. my nigga. yeah, I'm ready to show some highlights now. You know.
Somebody said Stephen A. just crossed the line with Nate Robinson. What'd he do?
Yeah, Nate Robinson, he needs a kidney.
Kidney, yes.
And he's suffering. And Nate Robinson was basically saying, I knew even when I was playing, my kidneys was going bad, but I need the money.
Yeah.
So I refused to take the blood test at the job, and then I did the boxing match knowing I need a kidney, and Stephen A. Smith just started hounding him, on him about him not taking care of his health and putting money in front of his health, and it's like, you are so fucking out of touch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This man needs the money, obviously, and is trying to put himself in the best position. And so Stephen A. Smith, again, just went off in an insensitive manner about stuff that, so I have zero love for homie.
Yeah, Stephen, he's a piece of work. Definitely.
He is definitely a piece of work.
All right, let's get to some more stuff.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So the other day, I think this was Saturday, during like the Drake and Kendrick stuff that was happening, it was reported that Iran was sending drone strikes to Israel.
Yes.
Now, apparently the drone strikes got intercepted, and people were making jokes about who was throwing this, stuff like that. But now Israel is they tried to have an emergency UN meeting to talk about basically foreign laws and stuff like that, and how they were breaking laws and stuff like that. And I was just like, the nerve. What they've been doing since October 6th, I think that whole Israel, Gaza, Hamas thing started. What they've been doing since, and now you want to call foul.
Yes. And here's another aspect to it that the news is not reporting. Iran has technology that can fuck them boys up. They're not telling you that. They're talking about they intercepted. Iran is only hitting buildings, from what I'm understanding, to give warning shots. I'll show you how far our reach is. What Israel is attempting to do is get America into the war.
Yes.
So this whole thing is about getting America into this war on the side of Israel so World War III can pop off.
Yes.
That's what this is really all about.
Also, another very interesting fact. The weapons that Israel is using are funded by who? Us. The weapons that Iran is using were given to them by who? Us.
Yeah.
Your tax dollars are going back and forth in the air right now.
Yes. And that goes all the way back to even German times.
Bro.
When Volkswagen was sponsoring German tanks and this and that, and so what you think war is not.
And so I've been watching, me and Avery, we've been watching Shogun on Hulu. It's fire.
Okay, is that
it's Samurai? Oh,
Samurai.
Fire.
Yeah. That's
fire. And it basically, it's like Japanese Game of Thrones. There's a lot of political stuff happening, and things like that. And that reminds me when you talked about like the weapons, because in spoilers, but like they show a weapon in Shogun, and they just like, well, this could turn the tide for everything.
Yes.
This is
it.
And one move happens to where it kind of flips the entire landscape. So that's what that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get America to come in. They completely embarrassed Joe Biden as well. Mm-hmm. Completely embarrassed him, because he thought him saying this is a message to Iran, don't even think about it. And they said, we're doing it. Right? And then I don't know if you guys remember when he was running against Trump, he said Trump is the one that's going to get us into a war with Iran, and it happened on his watch.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes.
Crazy.
No, I'm there with you.
Yeah, Iran definitely has nuclear capability. Yeah.
Yes. And they have nuclear capabilities more than you can imagine. And from what I understand, they even told America in one of them buildings, get out of that building because we're going to knock that building down. So they gave America forewarning because what they're doing, this is a chess game. They're showing you the technology.
Also, and the way the media is reporting on this, they report on like Iran were the aggressors when they were actually responding to Israel blowing up and killing, I think, one of their one of their commanders, I forget in what country. It was something that they just kind of had to respond to, just on paper. Like, we can't let this fly.
Yes.
Even though we have pressure from the world to not do anything, we kind of can't let this fly. It's gonna be interesting, but control what you can control, people.
Absolutely. Dot, Malcolm, riddle me this. This war started when Hamas flew in on parachutes to bomb a building, but when Iran attacked, every missile was intercepted. Scratching my head. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Y'all was attacked.
Just randomly,
attack niggas on parachutes. Coming in like this. But y'all can intercept bombs and shit. And pull up force fields and shields and shit. Yeah, something ain't adding up. Something ain't adding up. The math ain't math.
Yo, I'm telling you, I said this before. This is the first time I've seen like just overwhelming negative sentiments towards Israel. It's fascinating.
And again, that has to be a sign of people are waking up. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I'm not falling for the shit I would normally fall for anymore. How many times can you keep running the same program before something has to give? When do the aliens show up?
That's a fact. That's what I'm waiting
for
on.
The aliens now.
That's what's really
that's what's really gonna set this thing off.
But this is what I said in the morning meetup yesterday, because I said it. I feel like if the government, world powers, whoever they are. Right? And I think Klaus Schwab went to the hospital recently as well.
Oh.
Keep an eye on that. So if the government, world powers, everybody wants the world to be under the illusion that they are the supreme power to everything, why would they put out, why would they put aliens in front of us for us to know, like, okay, it's something stronger than y'all?
Yeah. See, here's the thing. If I can wear the alien mask, long as I control the people, that's all the fuck I care about. Watch this. So how do you unify a world under one world government? How do you get all of the nations? You saw Independence Day, where the Chinese were sharing information with the Indians who were throwing spears, and we found out how to take the ships down, pass it to the Germans, and then everybody in the world coming together. You saw it. Right? The next logical move is world dominance. Or getting everybody on one page. One money system, one government. And the only way you can do that, because if the Chinese is beefing with the Japanese and the Japanese believe with the Germans and the Iraqis, it's always going to be division. Everyone has to be united. That there is an alien enemy that we must unify and kill.
Goodness. Yeah, this is another show on Netflix called The 3 Body Problems about aliens too. You should go check it out.
3 Body Problem. You've been watching a lot of TV. No wonder ain't no damn work been getting done around here because you watch goddamn TV shows.
Listen, man.
Side note, do all of this war stuff. I don't mean to bring this up now, but if you die, can I have your Pokemon card?
I'm gonna have my.
Is that kind of awkward?
Listen, that's what's gonna send over to college. All right.
Just I don't want to get weird when you die. I'm going through your clothes. I'm asking Avery, like, where did he keep them? Like his jackets. Like where would he?
If he had a Pokemon.
If he had a Pokemon card,
where would it be?
Where would it be? You sick piece of shit, you. Just saying, yeah.
Oh, man.
Getting it out the way now.
Goodness. Let's get to
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Yo, did you guys hear about Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Apparently, the chicken formula, something changed and a lot of people complaining. So the initial thought that I had was, the Bill Gates farms.
Darnell, thank you so much.
Some artificial chicken.
Glad to see you brothers are back. Thank you.
Thank you. What do you think?
First of all, if they didn't tell you that the formula changed, would you know?
No, people were complaining.
Because they know.
Nah. I don't think they knew. I think people was going like, yo, something's been off about this chicken, and then other people like, yo, they changed the formula.
Well, you have to be eating a lot of chicken.
Yeah.
To know. But it's already 150 ingredients in there, and it's because it's an alchemical concoction. It's not chicken.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like chicken is not supposed to taste that damn good. Right? I've been eating chicken my whole life. And so now that they changed the formula, they had to use hormones. Unnatural, some shit that they doctored up, and they had to come and tell you clean because they said it was of the demand of their chicken sandwiches.
Yo, have you been on the Chick-fil-A line? It's disgusting.
Yeah, that line is long.
That line is long, bro.
Yeah.
But they're a machine. Like
But they're so nice.
Yeah,
You can be like, motherfucker, where my sandwich? No problem, sir. We're gonna get you a sandwich. You better hurry the fuck up. We're right on it, sir. And then they bring you your food. It's like, give me my fucking food. Have a good day, sir. Nah, I like that kind of service. You go into McDonald's, these motherfuckers ready to throw fries at you. Them niggas ready to jump over the counter and be like, and don't go to Waffle House. You can't even get a job at Waffle House.
I went to
unless you know 52. Nigga, you shit.
I went to a Waffle House in Delaware, and they all they're the same. Like,
yes,
the most country people. I'm just like, we not that far down here, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Like, hey, sugar. Well, I was like,
and they're gonna fuck your food up.
Yeah.
And you're gonna enjoy it. And be like, I was like, I ain't order that, but and your nigga with the cigarette, he out in the back like, give me a few minutes. What y'all want, some eggs or something? I'm gonna hook it up for you. Don't even worry about that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna happen for you in a minute. So this nigga ain't even wash his hands. This nigga scrambling eggs. He got a cigarette in his ear for later.
Yeah, they all look the same. They all feel the same.
Yeah, and they ready to just... And to me, it's almost like Fight Club.
Yeah.
If you go in at 3 a.m, you just look over at another nigga table. You don't know this nigga. It's like, yo, like, what's good?
And it's the worst because I've been to Waffle House. I can count on my hands how many times. Everybody else, you could tell they go here. So
yes.
I'm holding shit up. I'm looking at the menu like, you got...
Yeah, nah, you ain't... Nah. They don't even look at the menu. Nigga, give me double hash browns with gravy, onions, scramble me some eggs, give me... I told you, we went to the Waffle House, and they ain't even have waffles.
I remember that. That was funny.
They was washing the table with a dingy rag.
It smelled.
It smelled.
Yeah.
We got in the car and was getting ready to leave, and they was like, whoa. Guess what?
We found waffles.
We found some waffles down under the... They came to the parking lot. Oh, we found some more waffles.
Mom and Dad was like, nah, I got the kids in the car already.
We was like, nah, we good on that. Appreciate that.
That was funny.
So it is a mentality that
thank
you
guys
have
for
to
the
have.
super chat. Thank you.
Thank you. The super chat is popping tonight.
Yes,
Thank
we
you so
appreciate
much.
you.
So, I get it. But, the Chick-fil-A situation, I mean, and now they got one in the Bronx on Fordham Road.
Oh, Chick-fil-A, yes.
You know what I'm saying? So they opened up.
I think you was about to say a Waffle House.
Son, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be in line for if they open up a Waffle House in the BX.
Oh, you gotta go strapped though. You gotta go with it. I'm like,
yo,
you gotta go with it.
You know what I mean? I'm here for this.
Oh, Sharon, you're right. Rest in peace, Rico Wade.
Rico Wade, Dungeon family.
Rest in peace, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. R.I.P. Because this death kind of comes in threes. So Rico Wade,
yeah.
OJ, Mr. C, all that kind of
crazy. Yeah, it was like
happened.
back to back, crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody said having to endure Mark Jackson and his son talking about the Drake was absolute torture. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yo, I heard some stuff about.
Nigga said, don't hold back, nigga. Let it go.
I heard some stuff about his son.
Yeah.
I don't know, cause my lady, she watched content creator on YouTube who's pretty famous, and she just had a baby, but apparently her baby daddy ain't feel, and baby daddy family, disowned them, and the baby daddy family is pretty famous.
Ooh.
They got a father and son podcast.
Oh, they got a father and son podcast.
They got a father and son podcast.
Okay.
That's just what I'm hearing from the streets.
Okay, we don't want to throw no shots because our shit can get ragged over here too. I'm into some shit. You know this nigga down in the midgets and shit, man, for real.
Yeah.
You go to that nigga OnlyFans page, that nigga sitting there with 2 midgets and shit, you know, yeah. But yes, we are glad to be back with you guys.
Somebody said earthquakes. Yeah, I felt that earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
I felt that. I was just like, 'cause I just thought like it was like a truck passing or something, and then I looked at my phone. Everybody was like, "Yeah, I feel an earthquake."
Yeah, I was in the bed and I thought, cause I got like one of the massage beds, and I thought maybe I was sitting on the remote or
See
something.
how first world that was. You see how bougie that was.
You know, cause my shit would be like on a regular basis, and no, that shit was the earth. You know. Now let's talk about the eclipse a little bit.
Oh, okay, yes.
I was waiting for my nigga down powers to download. I was on the phone with customer service about my nigga power downloads, and they didn't get here yet. And so, but I was trying to tell you niggas, this is not a literal thing.
Yeah.
You can't tell people that because people are trying to sell their YouTube channel. People are, yo, because, you know, the cosmic alignment.
Yo, that girl killed herself.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend and her little baby.
Yeah.
Over that. Yeah.
Yeah, so there were people leading up. See, this is what we do. All of the experts, they know they got a small window. If the 8th is the eclipse, and it's March 8th, I can get about 15 shows in there telling you what's going to cosmically happen with the alignment and the dark dragon star and what it's going to mean and your build-up. And I told you niggas, nothing was going to happen. Nothing in that capacity. So I didn't feed extra into it. Of course, you know, I was at peace. You know, I'm always at peace. Did my regular meditations, nothing extra, because I know how this shit works.
No.
You Hotep, quantum Hotep niggas are out of control sometimes. I'm just gonna call it for what it is. And y'all were building up this super cosmic alignment event as if niggas was just gonna, my nigga download powers was gonna kick in, and now I just was gonna have fire in this hand and ice in that hand, and I told you niggas nothing, and the shit came and the shit went. We ain't even sure what the fuck that was. Now there'll be some people who gonna tell you, oh, I felt it in chakra 4, then activated chakra 3, and all that old stupid shit. The universe don't work that way. You acquiesce the universe to your needs, and you don't even need a cosmic event to do that. You could just be in alignment through meditation, through proper eating, diet, through being just aware. Don't allow these niggas to sell you tabloid papers or YouTube clips in such a magnitude that nothing happened.
All right, and somebody asked, there was this girl who was like big on astrology. She was a content creator, like astrology content creator. And in the wake of the eclipse, she killed her boyfriend. She stabbed him, took her 8-year-old and her 8-month-year-old in the car, had him hold, and then pushed them out the car. The baby passed away, and she wound up crashing into a car. I think she died as well.
And they said it was based on
her
the eclipse and the energy that came from the eclipse. And if you wrap your mind around enough of that shit, it can happen. Now, what am I saying? Am I saying that we're not magical, spiritual people who are affected by the cosmos? Of course, I'm not saying that. I'm saying anytime the government and everybody is talking about it, it ain't gonna happen the way you think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I've been, listen, you talk, and I helped write the handbook for a lot of this Hotep shit. You know what I mean? None of that shit, when too many people are talking about it, and it's a common thing, and it was just people outside walking by with glasses on, and everybody in the park and shit. You think that's the way your download is gonna come? Anybody sucking up all of that kind of energy? You think there's energy left for you to work magic? It don't work that way. It really don't. And I've fallen for it more so than anybody else. I told you, Y2K, 2012. I am the textbook nigga in the handbook. When you go to the handbook, there's a picture of a Black Dot getting ready, aluminum head and shit on, cosmic shit.
I mean, but like with the earthquake and the eclipse. Like,
No, nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it was
the
feeling a little-
earthquake at 4.8.
Yeah,
I
it was.
said, and I told wife, I said, this be the one time I'm wrong.
Yeah, it did feel a little.
Yeah, I was saying this shit might pop.
Yeah.
And there I was on the phone with customer service, like customer service.
Yeah. I'll wait.
Representative. Yes. I have not received my nigga download superpowers. How long? Huh? And so, just live your life and be as you are. Be as you are. There you are, and all that shit. Don't be, and if the government is telling you when the shit gonna happen,
Yeah.
and then it was supposed to be your CERN, because then niggas started throwing other shit in the mix. They shooting missiles at the moon, and then there's CERN underground opening up portals where entities are gonna be walking in, and then there's the Dark Dragon with the shadow on top of that shit with the alignment.
Yeah.
Yo, niggas, I was watching niggas' YouTube channel like, yo, this shit is going down. I had a lot of shit right there.
Yeah.
And then I woke up that, nothing.
Yeah, I went outside and it was cloudy. I couldn't see nothing.
It was just cloudy out.
Couldn't see nothing, man.
It was just cloudy. I wanted to feel some shit.
Yeah.
You know how you want to feel? When I was, maybe is my pressure going up? Because that could be a sign. I'm getting, my chakras is loading up and something. It was nothing, man. I just.
Didn't something? I think something did happen with the CERN stuff. No, didn't they fire that back up?
Man, dude, who knows?
Yeah.
If you wasn't there to see the shit,
Yeah.
who the fuck really knows?
Yeah.
And so I just went on about my business as usual, and here we are.
We forgot we weren't here when this all went down, but the Dexter Reed situation. Did you hear about that?
Dexter Reed.
He was shot at 96 times by
96
times. They said it was for a seatbelt violation, but it was a plainclothes cop had came up to him,
Okay.
like with his gun out, damn near. And then I think he had. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the chat. Did he have a gun on him? Is that why they shot at him?
I don't give a 96 times is a lot of
again,
shots.
if I'm driving and somebody in plain clothes comes up to me with a gun,
right, and I got my joint
and I got
with me. Yes. But the police are gonna walk.
Yeah.
They always do.
Yeah.
They always do.
They said that they pulled him over for not wearing a seatbelt.
For not wearing a seatbelt.
Yeah.
They kill him?
Yeah, they killed him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. 196 times. I wasn't sure if they hit him or they shot him.
They shot 96 times, and they said he shot first. And again, perspective here. Plain clothes come up to me. I don't know.
I could be getting carjacked.
Exactly. And
I could be in an open carry state where I got my joint on me. You walk up me, ready to carjack me. I'm probably gonna let off too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And now what happens is this. The police officers have no choice but to protect their police officer. Now, this is not about right or wrong. I got to get my comrade out of a situation. Somebody fired at him, we're going to dump. And we'll deal with the consequences later.
Yeah.
And that's when you start peeling it back, it go, over a seatbelt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so,
Yo, the Baltimore Bridge, we were going for that too.
Damn, we were going for the bridge as well.
We were going for the bridge as well. You know what's crazy? Because that happened, right? So
who owns the bridge? Who owns the insurance on the bridge? Is that true that it was Silverstein, the guy who owned the World Trade Center?
I think it was like his niece or something. It was something crazy.
No, the niece owned the ship of not Warren Buffett. It was it's a weird connection.
Was it Dick Cheney? It was somebody. It was
but
it was somebody's.
The person who owned the insurance. Don't quote me on that. Is the same dude who owned the insurance of the World Trade Center.
Crazy.
And he made quite a few shuffles.
Yeah,
if
and
that's the
so
case.
I remember that happening, and then I think There was another bridge that collapsed soon after. And there was another bridge entrance that was on fire. I think in Delaware.
Yes.
And I was just like, yo, is this the game?
Yeah.
Cut the bridges? Like, is this
that's how. And that bridge in Baltimore is, I think, the bridge that separates the Mason-Dixon line. I believe it's the one that most of the transportation of goods have to travel through. Something really weird, but that was happening. Is that connected to the Diddy situation? Which sounds far-fetched, but remember, this thing is about capturing your imagination and attention while they rob us in other areas of life. Because World War III we're in the midst of this now.
And you know how much money is created from war? Like, they would love another war.
Yes.
But they have to make it make sense.
Right. It has to make sense to the American people or the people in the world. And this is the easiest way beyond a COVID situation to launder money. Remember, more money exchanged hands in the last 5 years than all of the world. When they talk about wealth transfer, and that was based on the crisis. War is the very next thing that just brings about crisis.
Yeah.
And becomes an easy way to launder and move large amounts of money. Look at what happened during 9/11 with Rumsfeld saying we missing $5 billion or something. $5 trillion missing. Yeah. And then the missile goes in and hits that area with a wreckage saw. And so these...
Like, damn, it was in this container right
here.
Damn.
Gone.
Yeah.
And so... Vaporized. And so this is what we're dealing with when we talk about what goes on in this country. But that's devil business. Ain't none of that business yours. Ain't none of that business yours. So never give too much energy to any of this kind of stuff. But we do pay attention. I'm glad you guys appreciate our take on some of these things. Famously Black, thank you. How are you?
I told you we was working something out. I told you.
Yeah, we in the building. We in the building. We are in
I told you.
the building, and we appreciate you being here as well. Every Monday, we're going to be in the building.
Mondays,
we're going to make this happen. Thursday, we will be in the building behind the wall. So get your membership.
Yes.
You want to support us, you miss us, get your membership.
Yeah, we talked about the passing of Mr. C. We did.
Yes, definitely talk about the passing of Mr. C and his contributions to the culture and, things of that nature. Me and Obar, and I've been saying this, I know Obar's pissed, are going to do the 50-year mystery of hip-hop. We're going to bring you in from time to time. We're going to be bringing individuals in because there's going to be a lot of parts to it. But that's going to be behind the wall.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because Obar has the unique ability to fill in all of the blanks of the shit I done forgot.
Yeah.
Or, I cover like bullet points and he fills in them spaces. And we're going to just have natural conversations that'll be behind the wall. So that'll be another reason to get that membership so you guys can get up and rocking with us on that end.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. Get your questions ready.
Yes.
Get your questions ready, and we'll be right back.
Yes.
I am a critical thinker, here to bless you with lyrical tinctures. I am the Black Dot, the point of reference, the metaphysical link to the Moors, the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Incas. I am here to remove the blind spots and clear the view of your spiritual blinker. I am something out of nothing. I am the alchemical bringer of change. My name will continue to linger. I am legend. If consciousness was a game, I would be considered a ringer. I am because we are.
To all of you Dr. Sebi followers, I've got something for y'all. Discover the untold story of one of the most important healers of our time in Abelardo Guerrero Jr.'s book titled My Journey with Dr. Sebi. Visit www.myjourneywithdrsabi.com to place your order and receive a free copy of the audiobook with over 4 hours of exclusive content.
Icons. Celebrities covering one eye who are sworn to secrecy to mislead the masses into a life of negativity by way of destructive behaviors, i.e. drugs, sex, violence, etc. Most of these celebrities you see in the music industry and in Hollywood have taken a sworn oath to protect what they have going and to have you being misled by using drugs, violence, and all of these other crazy behaviors. Be careful. Beware of those who are pointing at one eye, covering one eye, or trying their best to shut down your first eye. Log on to urbanx.nyc for the latest in apparel, or shop urbanx.com to pick up the latest in our not so subtle teas, and we thank you for your support. Peace.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, sending infinite thanks to your higher selves, your legions of angels, your ancestors, your spirit animals, and divine source itself for allowing us to continuously connect in this time and space. I am so grateful to be a beautiful vessel to assist you on your journey and help facilitate healing. Be sure to visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, where you can view my blogs, exclusive videos, and schedule all of your services. I can also be reached at 786-828-8722. Be sure to also view my YouTube channel, where I have hundreds of videos for you on your spiritual journey. Thank you so much, wealthy family. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Shouts out to the people who sent Cash App. Thank you. My man Trav, Nikki, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
I appreciate.
And we're back, man.
Man Don sent in something. Appreciate you.
Yes, definitely.
Again, continued support for what it is that we do. We work this schedule out.
Yeah.
To the best of our abilities to make sure that we can provide something. Mm-hmm. Because we miss you as much as you missed us.
No, absolutely, man.
So it is a back and forth thing. And so now we will lock down Mondays and lock down Thursdays basically behind the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So it's good. We got some more stuff to get to?
Yeah, let's talk about it, man. Stuart Scott, they finally gonna do a 30 for 30.
Oh, yeah, he was dope. Yeah, he changed ESPN.
Yes. I'm surprised it's taken him this long to do a 30 for 30 on Stuart Scott. Him adding the hip hop flair, among other things. And I felt he was doing it genuinely.
Yeah.
You know how you get some people who try to act, he just had a nice little swag with him. You know what I mean? And his struggle with cancer and things of that nature. So I'm curious to find out what his story is about.
Yo, the entire like broadcast industry has really been taking a hit lately.
Yes.
Because one, the internet, right? So anybody can come on the mic, camera, and just kind of give their takes, create platforms. So now the people on ESPN, they just say wilder and wilder stuff.
The takes have to be wilder, and what LeBron James and JJ Redick did is very smart. Mm-hmm. They fill in the void.
Yeah.
They get into the X's and O's.
Yeah, it was. my head was spinning, but I'm just like, if you are a basketball head, you love this.
Yes, because everybody else is just giving you their opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion is just as valuable as anybody else's.
Yeah.
But if you don't understand the nuances, the X's and O's, why they ran that play, what an OTO, out of timeout play is, and this, that, and all of these things that you need to understand.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was very clever.
Yeah, if I was a youth coach, that is mandatory. You have to watch that.
That is mandatory. You have to watch that.
You have to, like, if you don't know, because we get on a lot of AAU teams and stuff like that. The equivalent for football, I realize, is 7-on-7.
Yes.
I did not know how wild of a culture that is.
Yes.
7-on-7s, I did not know.
Yes.
And what you're seeing is you're just seeing a lot of just kids who are playing these games who don't know fundamentals. They don't know X's and O's. They don't know any like actual terminology when it comes to any of these sports.
Yes.
That you claiming you want to be a pro in. So I would definitely, I would make that mandatory viewing.
It should definitely be mandatory, and it kind of Skip Bayless.
Oh yeah,
Stephen A. Smith, because y'all don't know no X's.
You don't know
y'all don't know what the hell is going on out here.
Yeah.
You just watching like everybody else.
Yeah.
And like I said, I can do that. I can look at the game and go, well, they should have played better defense. Well, he had an open look. And this is the famous one. Well, it's a make or miss league.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're going to make shots. Sometimes you're going to miss shots. And, I mean, you could put me on TV to say that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But getting to the X's and O's, which maybe a few years ago wouldn't have been as sexy.
Yeah.
Because the novice just wants to see the game. You know what I mean? Like I was talking to Eli and I was saying they're not going to let Sacramento get the 8th seed in the West to go against OKC because nobody wants to see that shit.
Yeah.
I said, Odyssey don't know nothing about basketball.
Yeah.
But she knows Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
She knows Draymond Green is a creep.
Yeah.
Right? So you would rather see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're going to make sure that the people who don't understand the intricacy of the game can still watch it.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people who just know celebrity names now. You know what I mean? And so you'll get a lot of that.
Yeah. So let's take some questions, though.
Let's get some questions.
Let's take some questions, and while we take questions, we'll get more stuff to talk about.
Oh, the first pig kidney transplant was a success.
Didn't they try that with a heart? Didn't they try the pig heart?
Well, this is a pig
And he
kidney,
died?
and the dude went home. I couldn't even be like, Assalamu alaikum, God. It'd be like, nigga, don't you?
You is swine.
You are swine.
You are
nigga.
swine.
Your whole essence, my brother,
You see when
is swine,
You
dog.
see when Rick Ross was talking to that TMZ reporter? He said, "You eat pork?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I smell it on your breath."
Wow.
He said, "I smell it." Yeah, that's how they gonna be talking
So
to
imagine
you.
I had a pig,
kidney, like you.
Hotep brothers and sisters, Assalamu.
You pork?
Asalami?
Yeah.
Nigga? How about that? Asalami, you know? Yeah. And so,
God.
I can't do it. Can't do it, won't do it. But homie went home and, you know, he was happy and shit. He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then he gonna wake up, oink, oink.
Yeah.
If he start playing in mud and shit,
it's over.
you know, it's over, nigga. Shit.
Pig heart? God damn. What do we
A pig
turn
kidney,
into,
like,
man?
God damn.
Did you guys see, and you probably don't care, that AI pen that they got coming out?
Yes.
I heard it was terrible. That black guy, Marquise Browning, who does all the reviewers, he said it was terrible.
That's the orange one?
No, it's an AI pen. It looks like a smartwatch. But
Okay,
it's just
yeah,
a pen.
yeah.
And it doesn't connect to your phone.
Then what the hell purpose
It's just
is it?
supposed to be like an assistant on your body, like.
Dude, I don't need more gadgets.
Yeah.
Now they got the ring. You know, they got a ring coming out. Well, they have something called the Aura ring.
Yeah, I know about that one.
But now Apple is coming out with one.
Of course they are.
Of course they are, right?
But the company got the people who created the AI pen. They're mad at the guy the black guy who reviews
I know
all
the
the
black
tech.
guy. He reviewed a lot of shit.
And they're pissed at him because they're saying you have too big of a reach to basically shit on this thing.
But I gotta be honest.
If it's bad, it's bad. Yeah.
If it's bad, it's bad. Have y'all heard Coast Contra yet? Absolutely, they're crazy.
Who that?
That's that rap group. Them boys is nasty.
Yeah, you did tell me about them.
They are
yes.
nasty.
You did tell me about them.
As a matter of fact, they said that's Razzcat's son and sons or something else. And that back and forth, that essence of hip hop, which is missing the group, because you don't see groups no more rhyming together, me finishing your sentence, this, that, everybody got their own style. So yes, they're fire. Did
you see Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith?
Oh, I did.
I did too, yeah.
And I was saying, like, the way he came up behind him is like Avery was in the kitchen cooking, and you walked up and spooned her, and she went, oh. Hey, but then it'll be ready in a few minutes and shit. The way he walked up behind that nigga didn't go, what the fuck? That nigga, he was like,
Yo, did you see that video of Mike Tyson and Diddy?
No.
When it looked like Diddy was trying to...
And Mike had to check him?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah. But see, that's when you start getting delusional, bro. Yeah. You start thinking, see, now every time I go back and watch them old Diddy tapes, when he talk about, yo, daddy, when we partying, daddy, yo, daddy, you know how we do.
It got a little different meaning to it, yeah.
Got a different meaning to that shit. Daddy? Daddy? Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, he did not like his legacy is cooked. Like I don't see him coming back from that.
Yeah, now they cranking up your boy Jay-Z now. With the Kathy White situation, it's a lot going on.
I heard some stuff about allegedly with Beyonce, Mama.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of things going on, bro.
And this is all obviously allegedly.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yep, it's a lot of stuff going on, and so he didn't give his party, Jay-Z, that was a direct shot at, oh boy. Mm-hmm. You supposed to be my Al Collins, nigga. Yeah. You supposed to be like, yo, man. Jay-Z is not having it. Jay-Z is like, no sirree.
What's your take on Caitlyn Jenner tweeting good riddance about OJ?
Didn't Caitlyn Jenner kill some people?
Yeah, vehicular manslaughter. Absolutely.
That's a fact. That's not speculation.
Yeah. We know that happened.
Well, the detail. No, you killed some people.
Yeah. Yo. Oh, this too. This has nothing to do with anything serious. But Bronny James declaring for the draft. What was that about?
I think he's doing it
because he still has his
eligibility. So I think it's gonna line up where, if he don't get drafted or something, he can still go back. But it's a very technical thing. Now, but remember, what are you gonna say? He's not NBA ready?
Yeah, no, he's not.
No, he's not. But his dad is NBA ready, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm on a team with my dad, fuck, I know I'm getting playing time. Nigga, I'm getting playing. That's like me being a youth coach and Shorty mom's is bad.
Yeah, you gotta.
But this nigga can't play worth a lick. This nigga don't know he running this way while the team is running that way. Yeah. And I'm explaining to the rest of the parents, he's gotta learn.
Yeah.
This is how.
He gotta get his 6 plays.
He gotta get his plays in.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Damn well that nigga mama is bad. And I wanna come over later and we can discuss like the plays,
different ways to get him in the game. Because I'm trying to work him in,
improve his game. Yeah. So your dad is LeBron James, and LeBron has already said, well, if wherever my son go, I want to go. So I already got Bronny on the draft board. I probably can get him at 39. I'm not gonna take him early, but about 39th pick, we can get him in there. Because let's face it, if he's the 12th man on the bench, and there's some blowouts. You know, we get him in there. You know, yeah.
Oh my God!
It's all business. It's all business. I'm drafting that nigga. If LeBron tell me, dude, I'm coming, because LeBron is an unrestricted free agent.
Oh, after this season. Oh, shouts out to Jalen Brunson. I didn't realize he was really like that.
Yo, he bout it.
He's like that. Yeah.
That little nigga is bout it. Yeah. About it. The Knicks ain't had a point guard since Stephon Marbury.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. A true point guard. And so this dude gets to anywhere he wants to get on the court. And the beautiful thing about the Knicks is everybody play their position. Mm-hmm. Nobody's trying to step on nobody's foot. I'm glad Julius Randle is down right now. No disrespect.
Yeah.
Because he was the clogger. He was the...
Yeah.
He was this nigga, you know what I'm saying? He can only go left.
Yeah.
And so, Jalen Brunson's about that.
Yeah, somebody say can't be worse than Giannis's brother.
Giannis, he's on the team because Giannis is his brother.
Yeah.
That's the perfect example.
Yeah.
This nigga was doing all kind of, his own team was laughing at him like, come on, son. Right? So he can't be no worse than that. One thing they say about Bronny, he can defend. Mm-hmm. And he can learn.
Yeah.
You know, LeBron just want to play with his son.
That's cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So draft my son. I'm
Yeah.
gonna come over there.
You gotta
Some
get
people were saying they should trade Donovan Mitchell to the Lakers for LeBron.
Okay.
And have Cleveland draft his son and give LeBron's farewell tour, because obviously next year will probably be his farewell tour there with his son. I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. Yeah.
The only reason you on this show,
Facts.
because I'm your dad.
I'm a nepo baby.
Nobody would put you on a show.
It's true.
You the Bronny James of this fucking show. Great point. Nigga.
That's true.
Niggas only know who you are. Oh, that's that son. He's there with that while they doing the show.
It's true. It's
you,
true.
you the Bronny James of the show.
It's true.
That's what you need to call this shit. The Bronny. I am Bronny James of podcasting. Keep it a bean.
Oh man. Was anybody mad at the Allen Iverson statue?
I wasn't. Let me tell you. At first, when I first saw it, this is what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought this was the replica of the big one.
Okay.
The big one is coming.
Yeah.
But hey,
this is what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, this is what it's gonna look like. And then people started going in, and then when I saw all the other trophies, statues out there, it made this is why you can't jump out in front of these stories so fast without understanding context.
Yeah.
And then when they went all the way down the line and showed all the greats at their practice facility, it made sense. Because when I first saw that, I'm like, oh, this must be like the mini meeting.
Yeah.
This is what the big one, because everyone is spoiled. Because Michael Jordan and Kobe and them got big ass statues, outside of the arena and stuff. Yeah. Oh, Mama Dot laughing at something.
Oh yeah, you're looking at the statue.
Oh yeah, that's the statue.
Yeah, it does look like a joke. Like
yeah. You thinking like, oh, big ass, no, this nigga.
It does look like a joke.
Pull the sheet off that shit. Niggas was like, is this statue?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a bunch of them out there, Mama Dot. They're all the same size.
Like even with Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
And
Dr. J.
Dr. J. They all look like that.
Charles Barkley.
That's funny.
They're all the same size. Yeah. That's some shit he could take home if he.
Oh, guys, what did you guys think about the Good Times animated show?
That was terrible, Ken.
God,
that's terrible.
And Steph Curry.
That's terrible.
Isn't he a producer on that?
Is he a producer on that?
I think so.
Well, see, he don't know nothing about Good Times.
Sheesh.
And so his connection to it is probably just to make money. He might just made an investment in that company, and what they do with it, he don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
That shit is terrible.
Yeah, Did you watch it? I didn't watch it.
Hell no, I couldn't make it through the damn trailer.
Yeah.
I was like, geesh.
Like, why even call it Good Times? Like, it could have been like its own thing.
Y'all could have called that anything
else.
Don't
it could have
even
been its own thing.
Suck up the energy of Good Times with that.
I didn't see the Civil War movie. I heard it was good though.
Oh, it's out? Mm-hmm. Is it out on Netflix or something?
No, it's in theaters.
It's in the theaters? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, gotta go see the Civil War shit.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
Okay.
So just call it Bad Times. Yeah.
Yeah, just call that Bad Times. I like it.
Any more questions before we get up out of here, man?
Yeah, because Malcolm has a long drive.
I'm not just going.
Yeah, he ain't just going around the corner a couple of blocks. He got to get in the car and peel out.
So Malcolm says moving. Did you start at FDMG Academy? And no, I did not. Still bought it up, man. I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
You think we should start this show at 7?
Yeah, put a 1 in the chat.
If we start the show at 7, will that mess people up? Because they used to 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we used to do the show at 9.
That is
true. They got used to 8 o'clock.
I'm just saying, thinking about easier, so you can get out of here. And what does it matter, nigga? It's nighttime. Nighttime is nighttime now.
This is true.
Leave it where it is.
It's true.
Leave it where it is.
This is true.
I mean, I'm seeing some good effects in there. We may do that.
Some of my C-Dick said it's too early. Oh, and West Coast, that's true too.
That's true. Got to think West Coast.
This is true too.
Yeah.
Jay Morrison selling the Black House. Yeah. We kind of saw that coming, right?
Yeah. Come on. Now.
We saw that coming. No?
Come on now. You can't run that drift but so long.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Because like it's like now all of those grifts are like catching up. Like it's just like you
can only run it so long.
For so long, yeah.
Like the eclipse drift.
Yeah, it's over.
Drift is over.
What's gonna be the next thing?
Yeah. When's the next big cosmic alignment?
Yeah.
Shit where niggas can get on YouTube and act like experts.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the longer grifts, the ones who I'm building a school for 25 years.
You know, all right, so this is if you don't watch Joe Budden podcast, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But he was on there, remember, he was on there in December, and him and Ish got into it, and he was doing like, oh, you mixed race, you used to know Buddy. That's when that whole thing went viral. So Ish was on another podcast, and Ish does construction. He said, yo, if I wanted to really expose him, I could have exposed him because you've been trying to build a school for 14 years. That don't sound right to me. And I'm in construction, but I didn't want to do that because he's a black man. I don't want to expose him like that. I'm inclined to like believe him.
Absolutely.
Because if you ask one or two follow-up questions, just follow-up questions, can't answer them.
Can't answer them.
And then you're gonna be look like the coon and the light-skinned one with the white baby mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys, listen. We're back.
Yes, Mondays, Thursdays. Members will get notified.
Yeah. Mondays, 8 o'clock. We're gonna keep it at 8, just because that's what we're used to. Malcolm, you just got to deal with it.
All right.
But
with that being said, guys, thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you.
Yes, we miss you guys.
We miss you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. What's the string of bell? Yo, put the word out. Let them know we back up.
Yes.
All right, I want you to get the word out. You know what I'm saying?
Get that word out there. Yeah.
Don't forget to visit shopurbanx.com.
For Mother's Day sales
going on right now. Get out on that early. Don't wait till the last minute.
Yep.
And yeah, peace.
Peace.